Well, we think Summer Stock is an overlooked gem from the golden age of the MGM musicals. When you think of the MGM musical, you typically think of films like Meet Me in St. Louis or Easter Parade or Singing in the Rain, Gigi, things like that. And Summer Stock is really sort of a forgotten gem, and for really a few reasons. One is that it has one of Judy Garland's most iconic solo numbers, and that is the Get Happy number toward the end of the film. It's on the short list of her greatest screen musical moments. So I think that's one reason. The other is people don't remember that Gene Kelly did a lot of solo dances in his career. He does a solo dance in Summer Stock with a squeaky floorboard and an old newspaper, and he credits it as his favorite of all the solo tap dances he ever did. Why else would we tackle a film like Summer Stock? It was really sort of a troubled production. And when I say troubled, I mean, Judy Garland was at the end of her MGM tenure. She was actually released from her contract of MGM shortly after the film was released in the summer of 1950. And that ended 15 years at the only studio she knew home. Now, Judy was having growing issues, emotional, physical, drug dependency issues. So when I say it was a troubled production, the production window for Summer Stock was inordinately long compared to other MGM musicals. But as the book points out, there were other reasons for it, which we won't go into detail here, beyond Judy's own personal problems. So we don't lay the total blame of the long production window strictly at Judy Garland's feet. But it also has a great supporting cast. You have Gene, who loved Judy. This is his third and final film with Judy. So there's a warmth that is actually palatable when you watch their chemistry together. They do a great number together called the Portland Fancy. It's a great dance number they do together. But she's also bracketed with people like Marjorie Main, Phil Silvers, Eddie Bracken. So she has Gloria DeHaven. So there's a lot of great supporting players that were close personal friends of hers. And it was also directed by Charles Walters. Chuck Walters also directed Judy in Easter Parade and was really close personal friends. And as we point out in the book, Judy, because of her sort of emotional fragility at that point, needed to surround herself with people she knew, loved, and trusted. And that was Gene, that was the supporting players, and that was director Chuck Walters. So it all came together in Summer Stock, and it's 109 minutes. And while the plot might be a bit trite, hey, let's put on a show in the barn, the reality is it has arguably as many memorable musical moments in those 109 minutes as any of the more well-known MGM musicals.